the fuck are you guys doing today? So today I'm going to show you how to properly change the oil in your Allison automatic transmission and reset the transmission oil life filter bullshit, if I can kind of remember how to do it. I think I remember how to do it. I just did one of these the other day, and I'm going to show you kind of all the part numbers and all that stuff. So the first thing we have to do is go underneath the truck and drain the oil. So we're going to get our fucking impact out. I don't recommend using an impact for if you don't have any skill. You definitely don't want to do it when you go to put it back up. So I'm going to get you guys under here. We're going to go ahead and get the oil draining. This will create a hell of a fucking mess, just to let you know. So we'll get under here. Hopefully there's enough light you guys can see. I'll tell you what I got, the sockets and the tools that I'm using and all that stuff, so you guys can know it's really not all that difficult. So the first thing first is we got to find the drain plug, and it is right here. Now you could just use a 3/8 ratchet, okay, but I got this special snap-on plug kit, so I'm going to use that. Alrighty, now make sure you got yourself a big drain pan down here, because this is going to make a hell of a mess. Oh, Jesus Christ. So, there we go. Alright. I should have put on a pair of gloves, but it is what it is. Shoo-wee. Oh, the O-ring was hung up. Alrighty, so we'll get this down and get it draining. Whew. Alright, so you can see this is our drain plug. It's got a bunch of goo on it. We're going to have to clean all that off and let this drain out. Let me go get something to wipe my hands off with. Oh, shit. So now the next thing is going to let this drain for a couple of minutes here. Remember, the longer you let this drain, kind of the better it is. Now, I got a 1/4 inch impact here. I'm going to go ahead and start taking these bolts off. Oh. Okay. This is also a 15 millimeter socket here. Let me get in. Alright, pull these out. Ooh, that one was a little tight. Alright. Woo! Moving the light. Okay, you want to set that one like that so your filters don't just fall out of here. Then you just take a pry bar and go just like that, or a screwdriver, something. All right, And again, we let that drain all out. Now I have the high capacity pump or filters, or the high capacity pan, and that just means that from this seal to this seal is 3.5 inches. There's another one that's only 2.5 inches, so it would be to probably right about this bolt right here, and that's a different capacity fucking pan there. All right, get our bolts here. There's one filter. All right, let this other one drain a little bit. But you can see these filters are pretty fucking dirty. So now I'm only at, it still says that I have 53% oil life. Well, I'm just going ahead and changing that because this oil is pretty brown. And I'm just, you know, in the dump truck world, this thing just drove down the highway and, you know, didn't really work as hard as it does. I would probably let it go to 100%. But I feel like 53% is close enough to halfway through. This oil is so expensive. I'm just trying to do some preventative maintenance, if you will. Just trying to keep these transmissions alive. And I don't want to, you know, cost myself more money down the road, because these Allison transmissions are expensive to fucking get fixed. Like, high dollar, man. High dollar. So, let's go to this one. Alrighty. So, we got this filter off. You can see, I mean, it's got, you know, metal material in there and all this shit. These things are pretty nasty. So the next thing we do is we just let this drain. I'm going to get you guys out of here. I'm going to show you how to change these filters, put the O-rings back on. We're going to let this drain out for a little bit, okay, while we're working on everything else, just to make sure we got plenty of stuff out of there. So, okay, here is the kit. The part number is right there, PN295 58329 twin filter kit. Again, remember this is the high capacity. What you'll have to do is know if you have a high capacity thing or a low capacity. Okay, so there's that. It comes with an instruction sheet and O-rings, okay, and these gaskets. So let's get that out of there. Now let's go ahead and pull these filters out. Whoa. Ooh, this filter was broken. Look at that. Okay, so what I like to do is while we got this, just put a little bit of this stuff on this O-ring. Just some of this old oil here. You know, just so we got that lubricated. Now what we're going to have to do is pry this off. Shoo, we get ourselves into some issues, don't we, here, YouTube? Now again, it's got that O-ring in there. So, alright, luckily we changed that. Alright, now what we need to do is get this off. This is an O-ring here, and you want to change these every time. Just go ahead and brake clean douche that off. So we got that brake cleaned off, all out of there. Go ahead and put our new O-ring on there, and then we'll just lube that just a little bit. Okay, we got that. Now what we got to do is, you see it's got this gasket material on there, so we're gonna have to clean that off. So go ahead and get yourself one of these whiz wheels, and we'll just clean this up. Okay. Alrighty, we got those cleaned up. Okay, now what we need to do is put our O-rings on. Now, both these housings are the same. It doesn't matter which side you put it back on. They're both the same. Okay, so then we got this. And what I recommend doing is getting yourself a pick. You don't want to have these fucked up. You don't want to have these rolled or twisted. So just take your pick and kind of put it in there like that. Okay. Then you take your filter and you push that down on there like that. And then you have this. And this only lines up one way. So we got that one. Just like that. Alright, put our filter on there. Boom. Look at that. This is not this hard. You know. Oh, it's got to go the other way. So it kind of only goes one way there. You got to find out where this notch is. Okay, so there's our filters cleaned up. Now what I'm going to do is go down underneath there and just clean up that gasket material that's underneath there. It's the same process as what we did here. Okay, you guys just won't be able to see down there because I'll probably knock the camera over. So we'll come back to that. Also, what I'm going to do is go get some fresh oil and lube up these O-rings a little bit, and we should be good. Okay, now this is really important. Our drain plug installs at 18 to 24 foot-pounds. So we're going to set that at 22 foot-pounds, and then we'll go down there and put this in there. And these 6 bolts tighten to 38 to 45 foot-pounds. So we're going to tighten those to 42. We're just going to split the difference and call that good. This is also very important how you tighten these up, because these bolts go into an aluminum housing and you will strip them out very fucking easy. Well, we're back underneath here. What we're going to stick in first is the drain plug, so I can move up there and get that going. Just kind of so we don't have this shit leaking all over the place. Okay, we got our torque wrench set to, I do believe, 22 foot-pounds. Alrighty, and we'll just go ahead and... Alright, that's good. Doesn't take much. Alrighty. Now that we got that, we can kind of wipe this down, you know, try to keep this as clean as humanly possible. Okay, now like I said, it doesn't matter, but what we are going to do is hopefully you guys can see this. So we're trying to line up where this goes. Okay, there's one. Now we got to make sure we got our bolts lined up. Just push that up in there. All right, we'll grab our other one. Okay, and now we got to see, you can kind of see where they were before, and you just push them right up in there. Well, this should be where it's at. That looks about, yeah, it only lines up one way. So again, run all these in. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this down to just a little bit, and I'm going to run these in just like that. I'm not going to crank on it. I'm just going to, there we go. You know, you don't want to get too wild with this. But this is how because you don't want to buy one of these cases. I can tell you guys that. This shit is fucking expensive. So just remember, nice and easy. All right, another bolt. Okay, now that we got that, we're going to turn our torque wrench up to 42 foot-pounds. Get our socket off our impact here. Oh, damn it. Now I don't have the right. I don't have a 3/8 15. God damn it. Now I gotta go get one. Jesus Christ. Now, we just gotta torque these to 42. foot-pounds, and we're gonna be good. Oh yeah. Go around and make sure we're good. Alrighty. And what we'll do is we'll clean all this up. There's that one. Get this one going. I feel like I'm missing one. There it is. Okay, now we got down underneath here is all finished. What we want to do is just kind of douche this off. Alright, make sure we got no leaks. Okay, now we have to go fill it with oil. Okay, and this is because it's a deep pan. It carries 39 quarts after drain, and it's really about 40 quarts, and it'll be whatever. But I'll get you guys moved around up there. I'll show you the special funnel I bought, because it's kind of a bitch to get this oil in there, and we'll start filling this thing up. Your dipstick is right there. It's a big long bastard. Alright, you know, nothing like a mile long dipstick. Okay, so I'm gonna put that there. Now here is the special funnel I bought. Alright, so that's it. It goes right in there. And here is the oil you want to use. This is Allison Transmisson. It's the only oil that they will approve or warranty. This shit is really fucking expensive. Okay, like the best price I can get on it is $47 a gallon. All right, and it takes 11 gallon or basically 10 gallons to fill up after all this. So it's basically $400. It's $400 plus the filters. So it's $500 to do a service on this thing. Like I said, it's basically $500 to do a service on this goddamn thing. By the time you put the oil and all the filters in it. And, you know, but it's supposed to last, you know, it says it lasts 12 times longer, but like I said, I'm just doing a short interval here, just trying to stay up on my maintenance of my equipment here, because we're getting ready to go into the ultra busy season. And we cannot afford any more downtime, any more broken trucks, any more anything. Like, I got about 2 weeks to get everything, you know, greased up and all that. I've been changing the oil in all the trucks. And from now till basically October, this is going to be wide open. God damn, there's no place. It's basically going to be wide open. So we can't afford any more fuck ups, any more problems, nothing. So why I got this holiday, I am taking advantage of that stuff. And anything that's broke or kind of fucked up, we've been fixing. But anyway, you guys don't need to see me put 10 gallons of oil in there. That's that. After I get 10 gallons in there, we'll go in the truck. I'll show you how to reset the code. Alrighty, so to reset our oil life, we got to go here, and then I think we hit mode in this button. And we hold this down for about 10 seconds, and I think that's how it works. let's see here. Oil life reset. So we got that. We'll scroll through. We got no codes, no codes. You know, no codes there. Now to do oil life, I got to go out and drive the truck and get it high. But how you check that is you just hold these two buttons down. It'll say settling, doot, 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 doot. And then, you know, it'll tell you either 2 quarts high, 2 quarts low, or oil level okay. But it has to be the temperature before it'll read that. And anyway, that's how you reset your oil life codes with an Allison transmission. Basically, pretty simple. So guys, like always, I got to go out drive this thing so I can make sure that we got the oil level right. Not that hard. But like always, check out Instagram, Facebook, all that bullshit. And, you know, like always, thanks for watching, and I gotta fucking go.